Hello everybody, welcome back to Jack on a Journey. My name is Jack and we got a dog there. She'll probably go in a minute. We are back at Jack on a Journey and it's a new season, season 2. If you missed the last episode, it was a hectic one. Go watch it. You've watched it? Have you gone and watched it? Have you paused this video and watched it? Have you watched it? You watched it? We have been promoted. We are in the top Icelandic division, ladies and gentlemen. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare getting promoted from that league, but we managed to do it on the last game of the season. As you saw, if you did watch it, I was stressed. I was nervous, mental. Right, we're starting the season as we did last season with this Icelandic League Cup. I told you she'll go in a minute. Let me just go open the door so she can jog on. There we go. She's gone now. She'll probably come back in. You'll see the door fly open or something. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. We've made transfers either way. We've improved the team a fair bit, in my opinion. We've got rid of some players. Some players have gone out on loan. Pre-season has gone pretty well as well. We'll show you that in a minute. But let's jump into the transfers. As you can see, our balance is shot. We've got no money. We still can't afford coaching badges. This is going to be the last season with... Just because I can't say the name, this is going to be the last season, but also because we need coaching badges. So if we have a good season, we can stay up. I reckon we can get a pretty decent job after that. It's going to be the last season with Íþróttabandalag. Close enough, in my opinion. Let's go and show you the transfer, shall we? As you can see, transfers out. We've made a fair few transfers. So we have to scroll down a little bit. We've sold a player for 10k. And we've brought in all free transfers, all nationalities. I don't know if we brought in a single Icelandic person. I don't think we have brought in a single Icelandic person. The released players, Spasic was probably the only one out of those lot. And Flossason, those two were in and around the first team. They both got released. Weren't going to keep hold of them. And then we've sold a hell of a lot. So players that you probably heard of. Obviously, these 4 are the 4 youth players. They came out on loan. Apparently, if you send them to an affiliate, it's only for a month. So they're already back. It's a joke. Polaxon has gone to Hukar for free. Obviously, he was a striker for us last season. Anyone else? I'm trying to think if I remember. Paul Steinson, who was like the right midfielder / striker. He is gone. Marcelo, the striker, he's gone out on loan to Landskrona. And Ragnar Leoson, of course, the right winger. He had a quite good season. He was a team leader as well, but he was getting on a bit. I thought, right, there's a right winger. There's a couple of right wingers who are better than this guy. We'll get rid. 10k to Taranto, so decent money there. But let's show you the ins because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played this save in about 3 or 4 days, so I can't remember who's who. So this is going to be a rejig for me as well as you. Let's start at the top, shall we? Brian Babbitt. Brian Babbitt, then, he is a right winger. He is the replacement for Leoson. Ignore the down arrows. But he looks very, very good. He can dribble. He can cross. His first touch decent. His finishing is fairly good. Decent heading as well for some reason, which is weird. Techers is alright. Work rate, off the ball, it's all looking good. Pace is decent as well. Good winner, 3.5-star current, 4-star potential. He has come in from Royal Excelsior Thurton in Belgium. Previously played in France as well. He is French, I believe. So hopefully he can come in. He can do absolute bits. And you'll notice up here we're paying a lot of money, hence why the finances are a bit shot. Joris van Gerwen. He's already transfer listed and loan listed. Brought him in. Brought two keepers in. Did we bring 2? I think we might have brought 2 keepers in. He was one of them. And then I found a much better keeper, and I was like, oh god, one of these is gonna have to go. So I offered him out for loan, and he got mad about it. So we put him on the transfer list, and he came in and has literally gone out to Sweden on loan, and we probably won't ever see him play. Luckily, they're paying all of his wages, but a bit annoying. Stefani Lag Lagmachi. Lagmachi. We're going to need a nickname for this one, boys. Another right winger, the backup to Babbitt. He, once again, decent in where it needs to be. Very, very good. Decent pace. 3-star current. 3-star potential. He's 29 years old. A Moroccan on £800 a week. Played in Holland for most of his life. He had one stint in Sweden. But last season, he had a very good season for GVVV. They're not in the league, so I assume they're in like the non-leagues of Holland. Dion Jeeson. Now this kid's he looked very, very good. He's a centre attacking midfielder, but we're going to be playing him in advanced playmaker role in centre mid because he can do that as well quite well. He looks very, very good. The only thing that lets him down is his positioning here. Like tackling, heading, that's fine with that. No, you don't want an advanced playmaker to do any of those anyway. Positioning could be better. Decision making could be better, but he's looking very, very good. He's Dutch, 26 years old, 4-star current, 4-star potential. He started at VVV Venlo, where he did play a fair few games for them, to be fair. And he's gone out for free everywhere else. Went to Belgium last season, played very, very well for them. And he's come into us, and he's going to be our little playmaker in that middle. We're starting to get to some of these first-team players. Jos Labadie. He's an Englishman. Our first Englishman, I believe. He might be, he might not be, I can't remember. 3.5-star current, 3.5-star potential, 29 years old. You'll notice there is a lot of age with these players, a lot of experience. This guy, ball-winning midfielder, perfect. It's what we needed last season, really. But we've managed to bring one in for this season. He's obviously a Newport player. Newport County. He's done the rounds in England. He started at West Brom, Shrewsbury, Cheltenham, boo, Tranmere, Notts County, Torquay when they're in the bloody league. You can see how far Torquay have dropped. Notts County, Dagenham Redbridge, Newport County. A lot of experience to come in at this level, so I'm really looking forward to using him. He can play anywhere in the midfield, really, and if needs be, he can play defensive mid as well, which is fantastic. Angel Ortega, right back, 30 years old, 3.5-star current, 3.5-star potential. He is Spanish, our first Spanish player, I believe, as well. Very, very good right back. And I was looking at the right backs, and I was like, do we need one? And then this guy popped up, and I was like, you know what? We'll get him. And then I think another one popped up later on. So he spent all of his career in Spain, Espanyol. Villarreal was where he's at, and then he's done the rounds a little bit. Played for Roda in the non-league kind of system, I believe. Played very, very well. Got 3 goals in 38 games. So we brought him in, give him a chance. 30 years old, once again, experienced. Next up, our goalkeeper. This is the guy that replaced the other guy, the Gerwin guy. Aaron McCary. 4-star current, 4-star potential. Very decent looking keeper. Irish keeper, 28 years old, so he's got a few years ahead of him. Once again, he's done the rounds in England and Ireland. Monaghan United. He then went to Wolves, Walsall, York City, Bury, Ross County, Portsmouth. And then last season he was at Warren Point in Northern Ireland, where, you know, he didn't have the greatest of seasons, but I can't imagine Warren Point's defence is too good. So we've brought him in, and he's going to be our starting keeper as well. We've done a lot of these transfers fairly early as well. As you can see, they're all done in November, pretty much. And we're in February now, so languages, they'll have a head start on languages, so they can speak Icelandic pretty quick. In fact, let's have a look. I don't know how long it takes for them to speak already basic Icelandic, so perfect that we got them in early, because it should be alright. It should be fine. Next up, Karol Tube. Romanian 27-year-old, 3-star current, 3.5-star potential left back. No nonsense left back, but can also play fullback as well. Once again, 27 years old, a defensive fullback as well, just because I don't know how well we're going to be performing in this league, so I don't know if we need to bring the fullbacks back a little bit and have them on defence. So I thought I'd bring him in. Spent all his career in Romania, had a very decent season last season where he only played 2 games, but he has been playing a fair bit in the Liga 2 and Liga 3 in Romania. So another left back is good. Alan Bagev. I'm going to call him Baghead, aren't I? Centre back, no nonsense, and central defender. Decent looking, like he's got his physicals, acceleration and agility could be better, but he's 6'4", jumping reach is fantastic, strength is great, natural fitness is there, pace is there, stamina's there. He can tackle, he can mark. His heading could be better, but it's fine. He's 6'4", and jumping reach is great. Bravery is up there, so he's looking absolutely fantastic. He's Russian, 28 years old, 3.5 star current, 3.5 star potential. Spent most of his career in Russia, as well as three-year stints in Georgia, which is a bit weird, but okay. He has been playing games very regularly. He was at Anji Majalololaba, that team, you know, the Moneybags team, who I believe have been relegated in real life. I'm not too sure. But yeah, centre back monster at the back there now. Karlan Lavery. As you can see, injured, unfortunately, so you won't see him today. But he's a Northern Irish striker, 27 years old, 3.5 star current, 4 star potential, decent all-round player, which is good. It's good to see. He probably will be our starting striker. Once again, done the rounds in England. Started out at Red Deer Renegades in Canada, but then went to Ipswich, Sheffield Wednesday, Southend, Plymouth, Chesterfield, Portsmouth, Sheffield United, Rotherham and Bury, where he's played in pretty much all of those teams, getting experience in Championship, League One and League Two. So he's going to be, hopefully, as long as his injuries don't carry on, he should be a very good player for us. Diego Barbosa, centre midfielder, can also play defensive mid. He was one that I was thinking, like, should I get him in, should I not? Because he was more of a younger guy with potential, and I wanted to bring in players that were good now. But we brought him in, and he looks decent. He's already improving in places. He's increasing in places as well. But he looks good. He's a Portuguese 24-year-old, 3-star current, 4.5 star potential. And he's done all his career in Portugal, as you expect a Portuguese guy to do. Has he played in the Liga Nos? He hasn't, but he's played in the league below last season. Is that the league below? I don't know. I don't know Portuguese football. We might even end up there. You never know. But Diego Barbosa looking good. And then last but not least, Alexa Denkovic. Easy name, Denkovic. Montenegrin, 22 years old, but he's good now. 4-star current ability, 4.5 star potential. He's a winger, but can also play that inside forward role on that left wing. If he had a bit more pace, he'd be absolutely fantastic. But once again, you're not going to see him today because he's injured, unfortunately. What's the fitness test saying? He needs a fitness test, okay. We're not even at game day, are we? But he's looking good. He's got double figures in most. He hasn't really got a weakness, has he? Penalty taking, I guess. He hasn't really got a weakness, which is fantastic to see. Most of his career in Serbia, 1 year in Montenegro, and yeah, he hasn't really played too much, but he looks excellent. So we brought him in. He will be our starting left winger at some point as well. And are we at game day? We are at game day, okay. Like I said, I haven't played this save in a good number of days, so I forgot what I was going to do. I can't even remember what our tactic is. So we're going with this one, are we? Did I make this team? Yeah, I made this team last time. Ready for this game, okay. Cool, yeah, that's fine. Right, just breathe. Cool. Right. Players that were, as you can see, there's a lot of players who haven't got numbers. They're all playing today, so we might as well play them in the cup. Getting prepared for the league, which is more important. But you can see some players that have stuck around in Goodmanson. Is that Mangus? Is that the young kiddie? It is the young kiddie. Why am I playing him? Thought I'd give him a chance, obviously. Paulson, Benedict, Sakira, they're all still here. Adolf Steinston still, Mehic. So we've still got a fair few players from last season, but we needed to improve, I felt, because there was a lot of like 2.5 star players, and it was like, we need to improve here. But this is the team going into the game against Volsunga. We got McCary in goal, Tube, Begev, Swaz, and Ortega. Barbosa defensive midfield. Jason and Labadai in the centre mid. Veal, who's obviously here last season as well. Babbitt in behind. Goodmanson up front. We got squad numbers to do. Mental, absolutely mental. Auto number. Should we go with that? Yeah, why not? Why not? So we still got Olofsson, our backup keeper as well. I thought we brought in 2 keepers. Maybe we did bring in. Oh yeah, no, I was going to keep Olofsson and then have that Gerwin guy as backup. But then this guy came in, and I was like, he's better than Olofsson. Let's bring him in instead. So things happen. We're not paying his wages either way, so that's fine. And hopefully, because this keeper's now basic in Icelandic, it shouldn't affect it too much. Hopefully everyone's basic in Icelandic, because I didn't put them on intensive language courses because we just can't afford it. If I can't afford a coaching badge, no one's getting intensive language courses, I can tell you that much. We are playing direct counter-attack this season because obviously we're in a better league. But if I believe this team's the league below, hence why we should be beating them easily. Do we need the scores anymore? I'm going to shove them down here, minimise them. In fact, don't mind me while I sort my life out. You talk amongst yourselves. There we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we're going to be playing direct counter-attack. Obviously, if we got penalty boys, obviously, if we're doing well, because we're not predicted to finish bottom, I don't think. I will show you that after the game. Or shall I show you that penalty saved? Because I'm angry at the penalty save. Let's have a look at the season preview, because I'm pretty sure we're predicted to finish like a lower mid-table. Board expects mid-table. Season preview is the 9th, which I believe, don't quote me on this, I believe the bottom 2 go down. Yeah, bottom 2 go down, so I'll be happy with a 9th. If we can finish 9th, leave them not good financially, but with a good team to stay up and maybe return to their former glory of winning leagues and whatnot, we might be able to get a decent job after that as well. So I'm looking forward to that. That was a little bit laggy, I do apologise. Gizan to Labadai. Can we get the ball across? We can to Babbitt. Can he get the ball in? He plays it in. Mangus Goodmanson. Goodmanson's not going to be around the first team. I can tell you that much. He might be on the bench every now and again, but it is going to be what's his face, Levery and Adel Steinson. They're going to be fighting it out. Goodmanson's literally just there for the third choice backup. Veal with a corner now, though. Tries to play it back post, but can't find anyone. That's a bit of a waste, isn't it? Babbitt to Begav. I'm going to call him Baghead. He's going to be called Baghead. Babbitt now to Barbosa. There's too many B's in here. B's. Jason to Labadai. Too many B's. Babbitt to Jason. Hits it just wide. We're doing okay at the moment. It's looking good. Looking good. I might even change it to positive to see how we do. 25 minutes in though. It's 0-0. Right, corner ball for this Valzunga team. It's headed away. Nick Claw hits it. They've gone 1-0 up. It's not. I was going to say that's their first shot on target. It's not. It's their second. We'll let you off. Obviously, we got to the quarterfinals of this cup. If we don't go through, I'm not going to be that upset. The board don't care about the cup. Last season, we proved to everyone that we can mix it up with the big boys, and we got through to the quarterfinals. So, in fact, I probably won't even show you any more games. We'll probably jump straight to the league game after this, and even if we get to like the semi-final, the only reason why I'd show you this cup game again is if we get to the final, because there's a chance of us winning some silverware, if you will. Veal's had a terrible game, but that's because he missed a penalty. Let's go attacking, just see if we can get a result, but I'm not too fussed either way. Right, nothing's happening. So we're going to make some substitutions. 68th minute, our standard substitution time. Veal's going to come off. It's annoying me seeing that 6 rating. Lagamachi, we're going to need a nickname for him, aren't we? Can come on. Anyone like Shattered? Jason's a bit tired, so we bring on Benedict for him. And who is looking likely to come on here? Let's bring on Adolf Steinson for Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson's had, a better game than most people, but still not great. And hopefully we can get a goal, I assume. I don't want to see our first loss of the season being on the first video. Come on, boys. 2 minutes left of added time then. There is time for a goal. But this game's it's just petered out. Like, they haven't had a shot since their goal. It's just kind of petered out. Babbitt has picked the ball up, though. It's in the keeper saved it. The keeper has had a bit of a good game. Like, he saved the penalty. And he's made some decent saves throughout. Babbitt with the corner. Tries to play at front post, can't get there. Swaz gets tackled, and that should be that. Disappointing 1-0 loss, I would say. But, you know what? We can't win them all. Like I said, concentrating on the league. They've played very well. They've perfected against us today, and that, I wouldn't say that's signs of things to come. Remember, they've all debuted. We've got the debuts out the way now. They can all gel properly. You weren't good enough today. End of team talk. I'm going to be seeing you next. Not tomorrow. I'm changing the schedule, boys. I'm going to be doing this every other day now, because I want to put more into the podcast. I want to upload a lot more videos onto there. And I want to spread my attention onto both, because I feel like the podcast could grow into something quite big, if I'm honest. Yes, there's a lot of wrestling podcasts out there, but I don't know, I think we got something special going on. And I think we can grow that quite well. So this is going to be every other day now. Starting from today. So obviously it's the 19th today, I believe. Well, it's the 18th today for me, but it'll be the 19th tomorrow when this comes out. And then it'll be 21st, 23rd. There might be one Christmas Day. I'm not sure. I'll be pre-recording it anyway, so it won't be coming on. Yeah, I'll just keep it on Christmas Day. You know, every odd number until it turns to even and whatnot. But it will be the start of the league game, which is against IBV. IBV. And I don't think I'll be making any transfers. If I have made transfers, it'd be the one game. If I haven't, we'll see the 2 games in IBV and Stranan. Stranan? Stranan. It's Stranan. Let's say Stranan. But ladies and gentlemen, please, if you did enjoy that, please leave a like on the video. It means a hell of a lot to me. Please subscribe if you're new around here or you haven't done so already. And I shall see you again for the season starts with Íþróttabandalag. Thanks for watching.